What's going on, everybody? Blake here with Trade Tracer. In this video, I'm going to break down how I'm approaching the market, get you prepared for this week, and talk about some of my favorite setups. As always, none of this is financial advice. Always trade and invest at your own risk. If you like this content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. All right, so we're going to kick it off here with the S&P 500, and the S&P finally broke trend and is in no trend. So when we go into no trend, the number one priority for me and my team is preservation of capital. For our strategy, we like to get long early in the uptrend and stay long with stops. And when we enter no trend, we like to get out of those positions. NASDAQ as well is in a no trend. We were in an uptrend for 28 days. We got paid. Now it is time to protect that capital. All of last week, I was saying definitely not the time to be adding new risk exposure because we are extended, because we've been in such a long uptrend. Time to be scaling it back. What is lagging is small caps. So we actually did have a trade that triggered on Thursday for us on the small caps, IWM. We had a trigger for 218.87. A close below that got us short and still paying. So the laggard of the indexes is small caps. So if you're interested in shorting the market, I would look to some of the names that make up the small caps to go ahead and potentially take a stab at taking a short. I tell everybody you never have to short the market in order to outperform, but you do have to get long the indexes and get long with momentum and whatever's leading first. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is interesting to us. So TLT. All right, bonds are still in this uptrend, still having a nice bid. Anything above 149.44 will probably get me interested in putting some long market exposure in the TLT in our investment portfolio as a hedge. Anything below this candle's low, this is a very important candle. So this is below this pivotal low. I think bonds go lower, and above this pivotal high, I think bonds go higher. So keep a close eye on the TLT. Crypto. All right, crypto is still, Bitcoin is still, hanging out around this 30,000 level. I've mentioned many times that for me and my personal trading strategy, I like to get long when price closes above this cloud. So for me, I have a trigger and alert set for 36,610. Above that, I'll start getting long. But on the short side, anything below this 30,600 level, I think we could see a quick flush down to maybe 24,000. That's the level below. Keep a close eye on Bitcoin. Ethereum, very similar story. So once again, we are revisiting this anchored VWAP, the year-to-date anchored VWAP, which has acted as support multiple times. But I've said many times, the more that support gets tested, the weaker and weaker that it gets. So below 18,000 or 1,800, 1,700, I think we could see a quick flush down to the next pivot, which is roughly around 1,400. Won't be getting long Ethereum until it can clear this pivotal high, roughly 2,400 for Ethereum. All right, gold, what's it telling us? Gold's not really doing anything. Got rejected at one of our pivots. Silver, similar story. A little weaker than gold, actually. Once again, this is an old note. Similar story, but once again, below this pivot, looking like we want to eye this pivot down here. One of the things that I think is interesting to keep an eye on is the utilities. So XLU. Utilities are looking very interesting to me. We are looking like we want to break above this downtrend line. So above Friday's high, we could be potentially looking at taking a trade long on utilities. So utilities is showing relative strength. The market is showing relative weakness. Transports look really bad. I don't like when transports lag like they do. So this is not a good signal if you're bullish on the market. So you can see once we close below this cloud, bear flag and broke lower. So I'm not getting too bearish. However, I'm cautious right now. All right. So I'm not looking to short too much. Ideally, I would like to see the price get back above this candle's high before I start allocating long market exposure once again. So what am I looking for to get long? Well, I think for the NASDAQ, if we can get back above Thursday's high, 363.19, that would get me very interested in getting long the Qs once again. Until that happens, I'm just waiting. All right. I'm not really doing anything. I'm not shorting this market. We're still in a bull market, but it's very, very interesting to see this price close within the cloud. And in my opinion, the best thing to do is just sit on the sidelines and wait it out until you can get another setup for an uptrend. So it's pretty simple stuff. You are in no trend. You don't have to trade the no trend. You don't have to trade the downtrend. But when we go into uptrend, that's where we make our money. We make our money when these types of moves happen. Here's an uptrend. Here's an uptrend. All right. Here's another major uptrend. So we want to trade when the odds are in our favor, and the odds are in our favor when we are in uptrend. So until that happens, have some patience. Go walk your dog. Go to the gym. Go to the park. Do whatever it is that you want to do. And come back when the market has some better trading odds. All right, that's all I got for you guys this week. I'll see you on Monday.